Dear students, today we see about the Born-Haber cycle. So this Born-Haber cycle is an approach to analyze reaction energies, and it was named after the two German scientists, that is Max Born and Fritz Haber, who developed it in 1919. It was also independently formulated by the Kazimierz peasants and published concurrently in the same journal. The cycle is concerns with the formation of an ionic compound from the reaction of a metal with the halogens or the other non-metallic element such as oxygen. These cycles are used primarily as a means of calculating the lattice energy, or more precisely, that is the enthalpy, which cannot otherwise be measured directly. The lattice energy is the enthalpy change involved in the formation of an ionic compounds from the gaseous ions and exothermic process. A Born-Haber cycle applies his law to calculate the lattice enthalpy by comparing the standard enthalpy change of the formation of the ionic compounds from the elements to the enthalpy required to make the gaseous ions from the other elements. The lattice calculation is complex. To make gaseous ions from the element, it is necessary to atomize the elements. The lattice calculation is complex. To make gaseous ions from the element, it is necessary to atomize the elements, that is, turn each into the gaseous atoms, and then to ionize the atoms. If the element is normally a molecule, then we first have to consider its bond dissociation enthalpy. The energy required to remove one or more electrons to make cation is a sum of successive ionization energies. For example, the energy needed to form the Mg2 plus is the ionization energy required to remove the first electron from the magnesiums plus the ionization energy required to remove the second electron from the Mg plus. Electron affinity is defined as amount of energy released when an electron is added to the neutral atoms or molecule in gaseous state to form the negative ion. The Born-Haber cycles applies only to the fully ionic solids such as certain alkali halides. Most compounds include covalent and ionic contributions to the chemical bonding and the lattice energy, which is represented by the extended Born-Haber thermodynamic cycle. The extended Born-Haber cycles can be used to estimate the polarity of the atomic charge of the polar compounds. So this is Born-Haber cycles, and it is primarily used for the calculating the lattice energy or the enthalpy, which we cannot otherwise we cannot calculate. And this lattice energy or this it is calculated to this the compounds which I have the ionic natures